Welcome to sunny Los Angeles, which is a city known for its style and performance. And it's got me thinking, what is the ultimate car to own in this metropolis? Well, I think I have a contender right next to me. It's this, the Porsche Panamera GTS. And it's got the DNA of a sports car, the practicality of a saloon car, and it sounds like a supercar. I'm Akhper. Welcome to Driven Plus. So today I'm driving this beautiful Porsche Panamera GTS in the Los Angeles area. And a lot of people are having fun around me, but that's because we're driving on something called Angeles Crest. And basically it's what you Americans called canyon driving. And that's for us Brits, we call it a good old British B-road blast. And we're just a little bit outside the city now, probably about 20 minutes outside. And we're going to go back into the city later to really test out the capabilities of this car in a built-up area. Okay, so the last time I was driving a Panamera, oh, lovely M8 competition there. So the last time I was driving a Panamera was in the UK, and it was the 4S version. Now the differences are, the 4S was a diesel V8. This is, because it's the GTS, it's got the V8 petrol. So straight away, you've got the noise, you've got the character of the engine, so this is much more of an event to drive. But in terms of power, there isn't actually that much difference between them, but we'll come on to the stats very soon. But I have to say, what an absolute beautiful road this is. You've got all the lovely swooping bends, you've got the canyons above us, you've got big drops on the right as well, and the surface is so smooth. What a fantastic road. Great place to come and stretch the legs of this Panamera. So let's get into it. So I think the beauty about driving a Porsche, especially the Panamera, is the fact that it still gives you a load of room inside. It's still very luxurious, but it doesn't sacrifice how the car feels on the road. It's still very, very fast, but it's when you come to a corner, you've still got that great dynamic feeling that any Porsche gives you. And the gearbox is very good as well. You know, you just put it through this corner here. You know, it's very lively, it's very playful, and that's what I like about it. And the fact that it still weighs 2 tons, I mean, for you Americans, we're talking about 4,500 pounds. But for me, if you appreciate luxury and space, but you still like a good driving car, you're not really getting much better than the Panamera. Now, surprisingly, the Panamera GTS does not come with rear axle steering as standard. That is an optional extra, which has been ticked on this car, so it does give you a bit more of an edgier drive. Now, let's say we're going to talk about the equivalent 911 GTS model. They come with rear axle steering as standard. I think that's a bit weird, really. You would have thought the Panamera GTS would come with rear axle steering as standard anyway, but no, it does not. And the good thing is about these European-made cars for the US market is the fact that they do not come with a petrol particulate filter. Now basically that's something in the exhaust pipe which removes more gases from going into the atmosphere. Now it's not coming into force into America until 2027 through to 2033. Basically what that means is the fact that these cars sound louder than European stuff. So the exhaust note, you're still getting those burbles, and it sounds amazing, especially on cold start as well, as you heard before. You know, downshifts, everything's just better over here. Louder, bigger. And I like the fact they do not come with a PPF. Now we're just driving in normal mode, taking in the views of the Angeles Crest Highway. What a fantastic road this is. It's not short of views, and it's just absolutely beautiful. We'll have to do a Driven Plus tour here. But anyway, let's put it in Sport Plus. And let's put the PDK gearbox in manual mode. Let's go down the gears. Lovely downshifts there. Lovely swoop and bend here, so we're going to put our foot down, change gear. Yeah, I mean, it's just so snappy, the gearbox. I mean, to your surprise, not going to be to your surprise, that I'm telling you the PDK gearbox is very good, as I've said in all my reviews in the past. Second gear into third. Third into fourth. There's just no delay. Oh, it's so responsive. But anyway, let's stop over somewhere so we can take a look at what's powering this German powerhouse. So under the bonnet of the Panamera GTS, it's a 4-litre V8 engine. Now the thing I like about the GTS is that you still get a V8 engine when you compare it to the range-topping Turbo S version, so you're not missing out on that front, and you do get less power than the Turbo S, but it's still very, very powerful. 454 horsepower and 620 Newton meters of torque with a top speed of 179 miles per hour. Porsche also say it will do a 0 to 60 time of 4.1 seconds. Let's find out. Now, the last time I launched a Panamera, it shocked me so much. Now, Porsche said it would do 0 to 60 time at like 4.3 seconds. And we got like a 3.6, I think. So we all know you Germans love to lie. Now, I've come all the way here to Los Angeles and I've brought all my gear except the mount for my 0 to 60 timer. So I'm gonna put it on and I'm just gonna show you like that. Apologies, but at least I've brought the actual timer. So on your screen now are the stats and figures on this car, so pause your screen if you want to look into them. Now, really easy to put this car in launch control, so it's got to be in Sport Plus. Hold firmly down the brake. That's fast, that's really fast. Whoa, what have we got there? Let's have a look. 3.61 seconds. There you go, as you can see on the camera now. That's really, really impressive. Don't need to go again. That just shows how fast this car is. Back to the review. Now, when we come onto the inside of the Panamera, now, like any Porsche, you know, the build quality, use of materials is just unreal. You know, it's absolutely solid. Nothing is squeaking in here. That just tells you how well built this thing is. Now, when we come onto the steering wheel, it's lovely leather, and it's actually quite thick for Porsche. Normally you get a thinner one, but this is very, very nice to hold as well. Now, when we come onto the door card here, it looks like a wooden effect, but I think it's like a brown brushed aluminium thing. It's really, really nice. And you've got all the Alcantara headlining with the sunroof going above there. You know, it's an absolutely beautiful place to be, and it's probably one of the ultimate cars to own in Los Angeles. When we come to the dials there, you've got 5 dials, so you've got your outside temp, your speedometer, your rev gauge, and all your statuses of your fuel gauges there, and you've got a nice little clock there. And in the middle, you've got your chronograph there, and in the middle, you've got a big infotainment screen as well, which is all touch screen. So you've, you got your climate as well, so you can control your center vent, which is absolutely just stupid. Go into your car as well, so you've got normal different driver modes, so you can extend your spoiler, so keep the button pressed so it goes out and in. All your little sport exhaust systems, so let's start it up with the sport exhaust system on. Ooh, lovely V8 rumble. Now, in the middle here, all your air conditioning controls. You've got heated seats as well, but don't really need heated seats much in Los Angeles. I'm talking about the seats though, they are lovely and hugging. They're definitely very sport orientated. You've got GTS embroidered on the headrest there as well. 2 cup holders in the middle, and your glove box opens like so, and that's lovely Alcantara as well. You know, the attention to detail Porsche goes into is just unreal, and you've got your gear stick there, but it's a beautiful place to be. Now, when we come onto the rear of this car, firstly, I have to tell you about the colour. It's called GT Silver, and it just pops in this California sun. It just looks absolutely amazing. Now, one cool party trick about this car is the spoiler, so let's see it. There you go, it extends and it gives you more downforce as well, so it's going to provide you with better feedback in the corner. Now, you've got the quad tailpipes there, you've got all the black accents, which really do give this Panamera much more of a stealthier look. Now, driver, is this in normal driving mode, normal mode? Okay, please rev the engine. Okay, yeah, sounds pretty good. Put it in neutral, try again. No soft limiter, Sport Plus, and let's hit it. Yeah, that's what a Porsche should sound like. Back to the review. So another aspect of driving in Los Angeles is the fact that it's one of the biggest cities on earth. So most of the time you're going to be driving this car in built-up areas. So how does it respond? Well, as I demonstrated before, it was fantastic at country or canyon driving. It's also fantastic round town as well. So one thing I've done now, before I put the chassis in Sport Plus. Now I've put it in normal, so it's much more comfortable. It's much better to live with. And one thing I've noticed about you Americans is that you absolutely love stop signs, a lot more than us Brits. Why can't you learn to live with give way or a roundabout? The American mind cannot comprehend right now. But God, you guys just absolutely love these stop signs. But I've got one idea for how to reduce your greenhouse gases and get rid of stop signs. It's a lot of stop-start. It's going to use fuel a lot more of the time. But having said that, what's it like to live with a stop sign? So we're coming to one now, and we're going to stop, look right, look left, nothing coming, and let's go. It's very good at doing that. It's very smooth. You know, it picks up very nicely. You've got that nice V8 grunt as well. PDK gearboxes responds beautifully. But I'll tell you one thing I'll give you Americans credit for is the fact that you can turn right on a red light to join the oncoming traffic. So if it was for us Brits, we could turn left on a red light to then join the oncoming traffic that way, which I think makes sense. You know, it keeps the traffic down, it keeps the traffic flowing, and when you've got a powerful car like this, it means you can join traffic a lot quicker than a slower car. So yeah, it makes a lot more sense. Now, one good thing about the Panamera is that it comes with double glazed windows, so it keeps external noises to a minimum. And for a busy city like Los Angeles, when you know it's very vibrant, it's quite a loud city at times, it's very good at blocking out the external noises. So that's one good thing, and it's also very comfortable. So it's very quiet in it as well. Another stop sign, and we go again. It uses a lot of fuel doing it this way. Come on, Americans, learn how to use a roundabout. But I'd like to say a massive thanks for watching this video today, and obviously something different for regular viewers of the channel. You know, getting some content out in Los Angeles, which has been pretty fun as well. Massive thanks to you know, Robert, who's let me get a video on this fantastic Panamera GTS today. So he's watching in Los Angeles right now, whilst I'm back home. I'd much rather be here in the sunny weather instead of the cold wind and the rain that we get in the UK. So I'm going to enjoy the sun for the rest of the day. It's like 23 degrees today. And for you Americans, it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what the car's saying. So leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon. Thank you guys once again. Bye-bye.